Hi everybody, welcome to practice. Happy Friday. It's time for some yoga. So tonight we're going to be doing just a 30-minute flow. So short and sweet, and I really want you guys to focus on the feeling of lightness. So there's not going to be a ton of cueing. It'll be Vinyasa based, it'll be flowy, and I want you to just think in every posture about feeling light, drawing energy from the earth to support you, but moving the energy upward. Try to really focus your mind there, and you're sending your breath there, and see how different your practice can feel by applying that. So I do think tonight, if you had props, you would probably benefit from using blocks. I don't think we need a strap tonight. Maybe a blanket or a rolled up towel if you want to support yourself in a seated posture, or cover yourself up later for our Shavasana. That being said, let's get started, and we're going to begin in a seated pose tonight. So in our seated posture, in Sukhasana with our legs crossed, take a moment to close your eyes and start to tune inward. Hands can rest gently on your knees. Spine is nice and long. Chin is parallel to the floor, but you're relaxed. And maybe as you begin to commit to this grounding stillness, you notice some sensations in the body as it tries to meet you there. I sometimes feel like when I'm doing my first grounding of a practice, that it feels like I was roller skating for 3 hours and then I took off my roller skates, but it still feels like I'm wearing them. Still a little bit of movement and sort of that habitual energy and frenzy happening, even though I am now still. And start to notice your breath here. As you inhale through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Just tune in one more level. Continue to breathe this way, or you could choose to breathe through your nose for both the inhales and the exhales. Now, as we remain in this still beginning posture, we can turn off all of our mental notification buttons and just be here together on our mats. One more deep breath here. Let it out. Slowly blink your eyes open. We're going to do a little bit of a side twist. So refresh your posture. We'll start with a reach to the right, and then we're going to move into a twist. So remember, we're thinking lightness. So as you are seated on the earth, can you create lift at the same time? Stretching your right palm out to the side, keeping your sits bones grounded, creating space here underneath the right arm as well. And then inhale, lift your left arm up, reaching over to the right side. Gentle side stretch here. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears as you find a place and a space for your breath. Looking for length. Length creates the lightness feeling as well. One more breath. And as you come back to the center, you're lifting up even more. Both arms arms up, inhale. And then exhale, left palm down beside you, and keeping your sits bones grounded, stretching up over to that left side, creating space all through the right side body, space for the breath, space for your ribs, space to feel light. Shoulders relax away from the ears. One more breath here. And then on your next inhale, lift up even taller. Both arms up, inhale, and palms down. We're going to move directly into our twist. So left palm goes into your right knee, and then right hand behind you diagonally, keeping your sits bones grounded, twisting to the right. Breathing deeply here, finding a smooth place for the breath, even as you twist the torso. Chin aims to go over that right shoulder, and so does the gaze. One more breath. And then return to the center, and we'll move right into our other side. So keeping it fluid, left hand goes diagonally behind you, right palm on the left knee, twisting from the navel and up, chin and gaze aiming over that left shoulder, but keeping both shoulders soft. Can you find a smooth path for that breath? One more deep inhale here. Exhaling out, bringing yourself back into center. Both arms outstretched, just keep moving. And then right arm crosses over left for this self-hug. A little bit of a massage here on the shoulders. Keep the breath going. And then on your next inhale, reach your wings out nice and wide. And then left arm over right, self-hug other way. Continue to think about feeling light, being light in body, light in mind. Inhale, both arms out. Exhale, hands down to your knees. And then I want you to roll forward, moving into your tabletop position. So in your tabletop, I want you to think really deliberately about rooting down through our points of foundation, palms and knees, but then lifting back up, feeling the lift that the ground can give you, broadening the collarbones as you move the shoulder blades apart, squeezing those outer hips in, but all of those things contributing to the light feeling. One breath here, in and out. Exhale out. Move into your cat-cow. So first we're going to drop our bellies, chin to the sky, cow pose, and then exhale, cat pose. So keep this going. Inhaling on your cow as you drop your belly, exhaling as you reach the navel toward the spine. And then I want you to keep this going, thinking that you're so light in this posture and that your body moves with ease. Your spine is warming up, your breath is your guide. Everything is getting lubricated and warmed up for us to move our bodies throughout this practice of lightness. One more cycle. Exhale. You're going to move back into your tabletop position, your super light tabletop. My tabletop is so light that my feet flew off the ground. So try that and see what that sensation feels like as well. So now I want you to come back and sit down on your heels. If it's more comfortable, you can sit on a block to do this, kind of in just a Virasana here pose. Place your palms on your knees, and then we're going to move into a little bit of a lion's breath exercise. So I'll face you. So just to continue to build some heat, but tell the body that you have energy and lightness. So on your inhale, arms up, and then bring your hands down into fists and exhale out of your mouth. So inhale up, exhale out. No one can see you. Inhale, let's do a couple more. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Just as it was feeling normal, we're going to move on to something else. So let's keep going. Find that lightness back into your tabletop position, and then curl both your toes under. Lift your knees up a couple inches off the ground. We're not going to be here for long. Draw everything into the middle. Feel strong, feel light, feel like you could just fly off the mat, and then lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. So find your downward dog, the most comfortable position for you, for your feet, for your hands. You just want to remember to keep all your fingers and your thumbs pressing down through the mat. You don't want to over press on the heels or leave the fingers out. Take up lots of room. Maybe moving your dog, moving your heels down toward the mat. You can lift your feet up, crack the ankles. Just keep it fluid, keep it light. And then when you're ready, I want you to make your way to stillness just for a moment. Let's take an inhale together here. Inhale. Exhale. And then I want you to move your hands back towards your feet. So just crawling your hands back towards your feet. And you might notice that you had to really kind of work to unstick them. That's because we weren't light enough yet. Now crawl them back to the front of your mat. Return to your downward dog. And now we're going to move our feet up. So lighten everything. Move the feet. Walk them up. And then once they kind of reach right before your hands are in between, walk them back. So I want you to keep doing this for a couple of rounds. So situate in your downward dog and then move your hands back. How light can you be? When you get back to your downward dog, you can prepare already for what's next. And as you do that, think about how that adds to the lightness of your body. Just do a couple more here. Just moving the body in different ways, creating that lightness, changing things up a little bit, and then coming back to stillness in your downward dog. Take a deep breath in here together. Exhale out. And let's step or hop forward to the front of your mat. You might be feeling so light, you're already ready to be moving to a jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeezing those outer hips in. Exhale, forward fold. And then root to rise. Feel that lift all the way up, arms above, and then down through heart center by your side. Let's keep going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale through heart center, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and light. Now we're going to move into our plank pose or knees down. Plank pose, remember everything toward the midline, flatten out the body, long line of energy, heels to the crown of your head. One breath here. And you can drop your knees, pitching forward, tightening in those elbows. Inhaling for Urdhva or Cobra, exhaling down dog. Let's just keep moving. Inhale. Super light, make your way to the front of your mat, meet me in a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up and back down. We're super light. We can do 100 of these. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Palms down, feet back, plank pose. Pitching forward if you're ready for your upward facing dog on your inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. One breath here. Exhale out. Looking forward between your palms. You're super light. Moving to the front of your mat with ease. Exhaling down. Inhale, arms up and back down through the center. We're going to move into two sun V's and then do something fun. These will all be variations on a theme. So let's keep going. Inhale, chair pose. So in your chair pose, take a moment. Now this pose, because we're moving our weight to our heels, feels heavy. But I want you to think about putting the weight in your heels, reaching those hips back, but then lengthening and lifting the upper body. So take a moment and send the breath to that concept and send the breath to those parts of the body where we created length and space earlier in the ribs and see how that feels. See how much that lightens the posture. One more breath here. And then exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down into your chaturanga or your knees down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, lift your right leg high. Bring your knee to your nose. Place your right foot down between your palms and come up into a warrior one. So left foot 45-degree angle, arms up, squeezing the hips in, knees tracking over ankle on that front leg. And then bring your palms down, move your left foot over a few inches, open up the body into that warrior two. Moving your back leg where you need to get that perpendicular slice with the feet. Hanging out in warrior two. Super strong posture. feeling how grounded and stable the legs are. You might have to move them around a little bit, and then feeling the lift and grace of that upper body. One more breath here. And then cartwheeling the hands back down to the mat. Hips go parallel, right to left. Inhale, elbows in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho. One breath here. I'm going to switch sides. Left leg up in the air. Knee to nose. Placing that left leg between the palms. Placing that right foot back down 45 degrees. Lifting up super strong. Warrior one. Again, get yourself situated. Knee over ankle. Squeezing the outer hips in. Torso aims forward. Outer upper arms rotated. Feeling strong and light. Hands to heart center. And then move that left foot over to the right a few inches. Open the body up, warrior two. Move that right leg so you've got that perpendicular slice. And then get some length. When we think about feeling light, we think about having more air in us or around us. I always think about lengthening and lifting. So when we're super tight ball, even maybe if we're sad, if we're going through something, we're emotional, we always want to curl up, and we're very dense and heavy. When our emotions are heavy, we want to curl in. We want to open up, create space, feel light. One more breath here in your warrior two. And then cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Left foot meets right. Inhale forward, squeeze those elbows in. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Deep breath here together. Exhale out. Try to hop to the front of your mat. Give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? You get halfway there and you have to use your legs. That's what we were going to do anyway. Arms down by your side. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, chair pose. So we're in our chair pose. Our weight is in the heels. Our hips are going back, but our body is light. One more breath here. Can you ground down deeper and also get lighter? Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to the floor, stepping back to your plank or knees down, squeezing those elbows in. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho. Right leg lifts. Inhale, knee to nose. Right leg down between the palms, dropping that left foot 45 degrees, squeezing everything in, feeling strong, lifting up. Warrior one. Breath here. Exhaling, palms to heart center, moving that right foot over a few inches to the left, opening up the body, and then adjusting that back leg and foot. Take up space. How much space? Maybe you realize you need a bigger mat because you're taking up all the space. That's amazing. How much lightness can you get in your upper body as you fly your wings out in your warrior two? One more breath. And then cartwheel the hands down. Right foot meets left. Inhale, chaturanga. And then back to our downward dog. Left leg up. Inhale, knee to nose. Left foot drops between the palms. Right foot goes down 45 degrees. Squeeze everything in. Lift up. Move if you need to. It's always okay to move your foundation. Torso should be aiming to face forward. Make sure that knee is tracking over the ankle. Mine was slipping. Creating lift by utilizing the rooting down sensation. Both are occurring in a harmony. One more breath here. And then hands to heart center. And now we're going to move our left foot over a few inches to the right. Open up our upper body. Feeling open to our warrior two. Move that right leg where it needs to go. Warrior two. Strong and graceful. As you look out over your left middle finger, maybe pull those shoulders up to the ears for a moment and then bring them back down to feel the difference. One more really good breath here. And then cartwheel your hands down, left foot to the back, pinching those elbows in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and then exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One lion's breath here like we practiced earlier. So you're going to inhale and exhale, stick out your tongue. Inhale, exhale, Inhale. Another one. We have to do 3. 2 would be weird. One more. Inhale. And look forward between your palms. Half step or float to the front of your mat. Meet me at a halfway lift. Exhale all the way down. And then just come up, root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana, hands through heart center, and down to your sides. Okay, now that we're feeling super light, let's do a little bit of balancing. So, front of your mat, inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Down through your Chaturanga, or you can go straight to your downward dog if you'd like. From our downward dog, lifting the right leg up, knee to nose, and then bringing it forward between the palms and hold. Now here is a really great opportunity to figure out how light you have made yourself today. If you're not thinking light thoughts, you're falling over onto your leg, your chest is falling onto your knee might be bowing in, your fingers are probably turning white. I want you to root down through the right foot, all 4 corners, and then I want you to lift your navel to your spine, but without creating a rounded back too much, and then think lightness. In this posture, blocks are also a great add, but really, you want to be here so light that you don't need them at all. Doesn't mean it's easy, but that's the concept. So from here, we're going to move into standing split. So pushing all of the weight into your right foot, lifting up. Your left foot goes up parallel to the floor, closed hip. So we're not opening our hip up yet. Keeping our hip closed, flexing that foot. You can take your hands behind your ankle, either one or both, to create some additional balance. But feel how light can you be. One more breath here. And then if you have your block close by, I would grab it. I want you to peel open into a half moon pose. So now we're going to peel our hip open. Left arm goes toward the sky. Move that left leg slightly forward. Keep that foot flexed. Shoulders soften. How light can we be in our hand? How much length can we create in our spine? How light are we? One more breath. And then exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Move through a quick chaturanga. We're made of air, so this will be easy. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Adho. Move on to the left side. So move your block if you need to prepare for the second part of our mini peak pose. Left foot into the sky, left knee to nose, placing the foot down between the palms, hold. So as you hold here, squeezing both those hips in, creating that buoyancy. Don't allow that upper body to be falling down. Everything you need to hold yourself up comes from your core strength, navel to your spine, rooting through your foundation, pushing down through the heel of your left foot. Feel how that activates that sensation. Similar to in our chair pose where we want the weight in the heel, do the same thing here. See if you can feel the difference in how much stronger you feel resisting the earth. One more breath. And now, pushing all of the weight into your left foot, right leg rises, hip stays closed or neutral, foot is flexed with right toes pointing toward the floor, standing split. You can choose to put one hand or both behind your left leg and ankle. Keep that nice long spine. Move a little bit. One more breath here. And now, peeling open into our half moon. Straight from there. Peel the hip open, lifting the right arm to the sky, bringing that right leg forward slightly. Gaze can go down or out to the side. How light can you be? One more breath here. And then exhale back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. You can move through chaturanga or straight into your downward dog. Wherever you are, meet us in downward dog. Take one breath here. Exhale out, and then drop your knees down, child's pose. So in your child's pose, there was nothing before this. Let it all go, and let this be an absolute reset. One more breath here. And after you feel like you've reset, pressing down through the tops of the feet and the shins, and then lifting the body up onto our heels, and then find yourself in a seated posture, however that's comfortable for you to arrive. And do a little bit of balancing, a little bit of hips, and then you're done. So we're going to work from Navasana boat pose. So kind of figure out where your sit bones are, and then from there you create the stability to move into whatever version of boat is going to work for your body today. So for me, this is always a fantastic joke that one day I'll get to. But as soon as I put my legs up straight, my back curves. You want to have an open chest and a nice long back and spine without being curved. So I usually have to be about here. Open chest, arms can be out in a V, externally rotating those outer upper arms, a little bit of dynamic boat. So down about halfway and back up. Exhale, back up. Let's do 10. 10, 9, 8. Keep those hips and legs parallel. 7, 6, 5, almost there. 4, I know it burns. 3, can't believe I did core in a 30-minute video. 2, 1, come up. Now hold in half boat, hands to prayer, and then I want you to flutter kick your feet. 10, 9, 8, you can do it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Great job, everybody. I threw that in there. You never saw it coming. I said a seated pose and you got really excited, but boat's a seated posture. Take a nice deep breath here. You earned it. Let's do a little bit of stretch of our hips. First, I want you to bring your feet flat to the floor. Just do a little bit of windshield wiper. So both legs move in the same direction. Getting that lower back a little break. Couple more here. And then bringing your right leg up to the sky, and then bringing the knee to the chest and crossing it over that left leg, and then bringing the left leg off the ground and toward the body, and then moving your arms between in sort of the window you created here, and then the outside of the left leg, clasping them interlaced behind the left knee, bringing them in for figure 4 on our backs. And as you do this, gently bringing your shoulders away from your ears, moving your shoulder blades toward each other on your back. So retracting the shoulders slightly, not aggressively, but really trying to create more of the body touching the earth. And you can use your right forearm to push against your inner right thigh. Let's take 2 more amazing breaths here. And then releasing that left foot back down to the floor. Right foot goes up to the sky, come right out the way you came in. Right leg goes down. You can actually put your left leg down for a nice symmetrical reset. Sometimes I really like to do that, making sure that I'm being even and fabulously democratic to both sides of my body. Now moving on to the other side, so lifting your left leg up toward the sky, bringing the knee into the chest, and then crossing that left leg over the right knee. We're going to bring the right leg and knee toward the body as we put our hands through the window we created. Interlace your fingers behind your right leg, and then slowly bring all of this fixture toward your face. You can press your left forearm against your left inner thigh. Use that as a little bit of an internal lever. And you want to, again, soften the shoulders, lengthen that cervical spine, so lengthening the neck, and then bringing this in, keeping that left foot and right foot flexed. Good hip stretch here, keeping our back flat on the ground. One more really delicious breath here. Mindfully bringing this down by placing your right foot on the ground, uncrossing your left leg, and then lifting your left leg to the sky and bringing your left leg down fully, and then extending your right leg down to match. From here, bring both your knees into your chest for Apanasana, hugging them in. You can take this opportunity to do whatever is calling to you, maybe rolling around on the back a little bit, maybe moving into a happy baby. You can do a little more hips opening, extending the legs wide, keeping them closed, whatever is feeling good for you in this final move for Shavasana. And when you're ready, bring everything in. So create that dense little ball like we talked about earlier, bringing everything in super close, bind everything up, keeping there, and then releasing out and feeling so light as we are supported by the earth. In our Shavasana, you can release the need to control the breath and let it move into its normal rhythm. And we can allow our light form to settle in and take on a really comfortable, safe energy. Sinking in, we work through so many things in our minds and our bodies that we feel happen when we make a lot of movement or have to do a lot of things, but so much happens when we are just in a restful state. No hurries. No worries. Continue breathing here, and I will let you know when it's time to come back. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Invite some very gentle movement into your hands and your feet. Bring your body into its awakened state. Now that we've soaked in all the benefits of our beautiful practice. carefully bring your knees into your chest. And then lovingly move yourself over onto the left side body. Keeping your eyes closed, just pause there for a moment. Carefully bring yourself up to a seated posture, keeping your eyes closed if you can. And we will begin to close our practice together. Take this moment to honor what you needed today, is what you gave to your body and your spirit and your mind. Take this moment to thank yourself for honoring what you needed today. I hope that this practice focused on lightness can bring more lightness into your life off the mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. It's an honor to guide you this evening. Thumb knuckles to our third eye. We bow together, namaste. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend.
You and I, we never show emotions, we just keep it down inside.